Well, good morning, everybody. It is a chilly 26 degrees. The sun's coming up, and we have a pretty nice view this morning. A couple mountains around us. The ground is frozen. All this mud's frozen, which is good because down the road last night it was super slick. You don't sink in this mud, you just spin in this mud. I had to air down the Suburban. We got through it though. And we're gonna do a quicker breakfast this morning, I think. Probably some more of our chocolate chip banana bread because we got pretty good drive today. We're in Colorado right now. We're gonna try to get over to Utah, Salt Lake City area. That's about 9 hours from here. We'll see how close we get. But we're going to be pushing it on the road again today. But man, what a beautiful spot. So I walked on down the road past camp a little ways just to see what else is down here. And there's a couple more camp spots with beautiful views. So we'll be marking this route on Gaia and some of the camp spots that we found. So Patreon followers, if you're ever out this way, you got this spot at least in your arsenal. But we did pass 2 or 3 other people on this road coming up. So we had to come up in here a little bit further to get to a camp spot. But there's a lot on this road from what I can tell. It keeps going, but I'm not going to walk all the way down there. So I'm going to go get some food. I'm hungry. Is that good? Somebody's happy. So our morning pack-up process is fairly extensive. We're pretty good at it, but it still just takes a while. We eat, we gotta do all the dishes, we gotta fix all the bedding, shift all the bedding around in the camper, which is quick. We gotta pull everything out of the tent that can't stay in the tent, like our clothes and stuff. And then pack up the tent, fold up everything, stick it all in the camper. It just takes a little while. It's trying to think of ways to make it more efficient, but there's not many things we can do to make it more efficient. It just takes some time. All right, we're almost packed. Got my diesel heater, propane and diesel in the toolbox on the front. Eventually some of that will shift to the swing out bumper on the back to help with the tongue weight, but for now, it's just how it's working. And then a bunch of other stuff goes inside. Tables, bathroom tent, bathroom, annex, luggage, all different stuff goes inside. So the camper is really pretty full when we're driving down the road. There's not much we can do about it. There's 8 people living in this thing right now. And it's working well. There's just some setup and tear down time. But we'll get more efficient. I got some ideas. that parking lot right there last night. Fortunately, four-wheel drive was working last night and is working this morning, because if not, we'd have been camping in that mud last night because we would have been stuck for a while. But we got gravity on our side today, so we should be able to make it down. That was all the worst part of the mud. From here on out, it's more gravelly. So beautiful, beautiful view out there here, though. Incredible. We're getting back out to pavement, so time to air the tires back up, and then we got a long drive today. We're going to be headed north up through Denver and then on up into Wyoming before we cut back down to Salt Lake City. So we got a lot of driving, and we're going to figure out where to camp tonight. So it's going to be all highway for the rest of the day till we get close to camp. So we just stopped off for gas, and I got to do a little bit of maintenance. This hub assembly, I think when I actually took this apart and pulled the axle shaft out a couple times the other day, because we thought we were going to have to pull the whole hub assembly off and bearings and everything. I think when I did that, I either slightly damaged the seal here, or there's an internal seal that goes on into the axle. One of those seals has been slightly damaged, and it's just leaking just a little bit. But I got some gear oil the other day. I'm gonna crawl underneath it, make sure the axle gear oil doesn't get too low, just keep it topped off. It's a slow leak, so it's okay just as long as we keep it topped off. We might try to get it fixed at some point, but that's gonna require pulling the hub assembly off and the bearings and replacing the seals probably. So it's a little bit, it's not super easy to fix. So, but we don't want our rear axle to get too low on gear oil, because that will be a problem. So we're just gonna keep it topped off. So the hardest part about this is just fitting underneath here. Without a lift, not a lot of space. Right here is our fill plug, and the drain plug's down there. So I just need a 3/8 ratchet and open that plug up and then top her off. All right, that's done. It only took a third to half a quart. Not too bad, but I'll definitely have to keep that topped off so it doesn't get too low. Time to get back on the road. It's kind of windy here and noisy with the highway. We're in Wyoming though, and it is expansive. Seems very large. We got a lot more driving to do. Sun is going down. It's getting late. We had a spot planned on a river, but the highway that would get us to the road that connected that was closed due to snow in the area. So we're jumping over to a different spot, and hopefully this road isn't closed. It's a beautiful drive. Hopefully we don't hit a snowdrift up in here that's blocking the road. Well, we have found an incredible camp spot. We're making some taco soup, and it is absolute chaos, or has been. We had to put the annex up. It's pretty breezy. It's chilly. We had a very angry baby that's finally, hopefully settled down, is going to go to sleep. It's late. We're all tired, and we've been in a vehicle all day together. We're worn out. We're going to get some food and get some sleep as soon as we can here. Well, we've got some good taco soup, and we have everybody packed into the annex to eat, and the diesel heater running in here because it's breezy and cool. So we're staying warm, we're getting food, and then we're going to bed.